What's good, y'all? It's your boy Muhammad Sanu. We here live at the Trail Report. You know what I'm saying? My boy C Hill. Y'all better stay tuned. You heard? Being talk.
Oklahoma City's very own Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has won his second straight MVP award. Winning them in consecutive years is this type of thing that is only limited to Hall of Famers and the biggest giants of them all. With his win this season, Gilgeous-Alexander is just the 14th player ever to repeat. That includes four other active players like LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Steph Curry, and nine retired players. The retired players are Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Moses Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. All nine of those retired players have already been inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame. So safe to say, in my opinion, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander one day will be joining those Hall of Famers that we just spoke about. Out of the four active players that are still playing, which is Steph Curry, LeBron, Giannis, and Jokic, all of them are going to be Hall of Famers as well. And I think SGA will definitely join them on that list when his career is all said and done. And first of all, I just want to start off by saying congratulations to SGA. Well deserved the award 100%. I love his intensity. I love his play style. I love his attitude. I love his for lack of a better way to say it, I love his humbleness. I love his just aura about him. Like I love how he lifted OKC from where they were. You know, how from where they were, starting back from where they were with with Chris Paul back in 2020, and how he not only lifted them but also lifted them to the point to where of winning a championship. I mean that's that, and probably gonna lift them to win another one this year. But I mean that's a topic for a different day. But either way, congratulations on this award. Well deserved. I love SGA as a player. I'm a huge SGA fan. Just his off the court stuff, how he carries himself, his confidence, all of the above. I really rock with SGA. SGA is like one of those players that um, I think people can say, you know, can have arguments for who they think is going to be the face of the league, when LeBron is gone. But I really do. It's going to be SGA. I really do believe that. I just believe that he has all the tools necessary. He's been blessed with all the tools necessary to just carry the torch. I do. I feel like that he carries himself the correct way. I think he doesn't make the NBA look bad in any way. And what I mean by that is he doesn't, you don't hear about him doing stuff, or you don't hear about him off the court being wild, or off the court, getting into, I'm just saying, just hypothetically, fights, or him get into altercations or anything like that. You don't really hear about that with SGA. If you hear about anything with SGA off the court, it's always something like positive, like okay, a shoe deal, or endorsement, or you see a commercial, or you see a billboard. It's always something like that's actually marketable. It's not something that would make someone look at SGA. Excuse me. It's not something that would make anyone look at SGA like, oh, he's not carrying himself in the best way. His image is always in a positive light, in my view, and from everything that I've seen. Now, I could be wrong, but everything that I've seen, SGA has always been put in a positive light, and that's also not only props to him, but also props to him and his team and the people around him for making sure that he remains in that good light, and he remains being seen in that good way, being seen in that good spotlight, being seen in that positive way. Because if he didn't have the right team around him, and he was just out here, and obviously he was messing up too, and he was just out here being reckless and stuff like that, then I don't think it would be a chance that he would be a face of the league. Because you have to. Sometimes I feel like people don't understand, to be the face of the league. Forget playing. You got to be, yes, the play got to be good, but you have to be able to be marketable outside of the NBA. Like, you got to be able to be one of those players that, okay, kids can look up to, Kids can rock their jerseys. They can be the face of the league. They're in these rooms with different people that may not be even associated with the NBA. They're just in these different rooms and in these different environments that normal, no offense, but normal, what's the word I'm looking for? Normal players wouldn't be in the room with these people. So you have to kind of be looked at in a positive way as far as not only on the court and playing basketball. Yeah, that's your job. That's cool. But also you have to be looked at as a positive person off the court, a good businessman, a good person who handles his business, a good marketable portfolio, a marketable like a marketable name, a marketable approach, how you carry yourself. Like I said, are you getting into stuff off the court? You got to have so much in order for you to be the face of the league. I feel like SGA so far has all of that in place, and with him winning his second MVP award, obviously the play has been where it needs to be. And I just love SGA as a player, and also at just the vibe that he gives me as a person, and also just like I said, just his aura and confidence that he has about him, like that confidence that says, at least this is just my view of it. He has that confidence that says, look, I'm not arrogant, right? I'm not arrogant, but I know what I can do. It's like that. So he's not arrogant, but he know he can go get 30 points easily. Like, it's not a problem. He knows he can go get 30 points easily, and it's not even really going to be a struggle like that. He knows it's really not even a problem. So I think that confidence that he has, the aura that he has, I think OKC, I don't even know why they would doubt this ever in life, but if they ever did doubt it, last year should have shown them that SGA was hands down the right way to go as far as picking a new star for the organization to get behind, and a new star for the OKC. What do I want to say? OKC, supporters and investors and people that are on the board, people that actually put money into the team, sponsors, stuff like that. SGA is the guy for everyone in OKC, and I think eventually the NBA, honestly, to get behind. He brings you money. He's not losing you money in any way. Yeah, people can say, oh, well, he foul baits and stuff like that. I mean, sure, but come on. In 2026, what player doesn't try to go get fouls? Like, it's at this point, that's kind of like that's kind of, in my view, it's not even really a thing. I mean, because in 2026, what player isn't trying to get fouls? I get it, but it's not. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like if you guys don't know, Chill is a Lakers fan, and we played them in the playoffs, and he got a couple fouls, but I mean, listen, the way I look at it is if you can get the whistle and you can get the refs to call a foul, I have no problem with it. My thing is just, if you're gonna just try to go get fouls, make sure you get the fouls. Don't be one of those players who just throw up just shots and then you never get the foul call. So your efficiency is going way down because you're just throwing up stupid shots because you're trying to get the foul, but then you don't get the foul call. At least SGA actually gets the call when he does it. So I don't really get the point of the foul baiting thing, but other than the little foul baiting stuff that people talk about, nothing about SGA, I think, can be downplayed or can be criticized in a way that's negative. Everything that he does as far as how he carries himself and the way he talks and the way he speaks up for his team and the way he supports his team, his teammates, his energy that he shows on the court and off, nothing about SGA can be anything less than not only the franchise player, but in my view, nothing less of the NBA's face for the next couple years, or for however long he plays, in the NBA, however long his career will be, which I think he'll have a very extensive career anyway, but however long he will play, I think he will be eventually the face of the league. I just think it's going that way. Now, that's an argument for a different day, but just my personal view, there's nothing that would lead me to believe that he can't be and won't be the face of the NBA. He has no off the court problems. Has no play setbacks, I guess you could say. Like, what I mean by that is like no drop in play. He's kind of always a consistent player. You know what you're gonna get out of him. No drama as far as what I know. This is just what I know. No drama as far as on the court or off or with a teammate or nothing like that. No stuff, no stuff like that. No problems as far as like with his free time. Like, what is he doing when he's not playing basketball in the off season? No videos or pictures or stuff like that have come out that make him look negative or make him look, not like a positive role model. Everything I've seen from SGA is, like I said, a shoe deal, an endorsement, a billboard, a commercial. Like, all of that stuff makes you look more polished and more marketable to other brands if you're doing a commercial and billboards and you being spoken in these circles and by these brands and stuff like that. That just makes you look more positive. So I think he 100% deserved this award. To win this award, he beat out, give you guys the names. Well, first of all, let me give you his stats in case you guys didn't know. This season, SGA had 31.1 points a game, 4.3 rebounds a game, and 6.6 assists a game. And to win this MVP award, his second one, by the way, back-to-back. To win this award, he beat out Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, and last but not least, Donovan Mitchell to win his second, once again, back-to-back MVP award. All respect to those other names that are on the list. Those are all great players, but this year, SGA was just better. I mean, to be completely honest with you, and like I said, I'm a Lakers fan and I love Luka Doncic, but SGA was just that guy. SGA is just that guy. He's him. So yeah, I think it's just the era of SGA at this point. Like I said, I don't see any reason why they won't probably go win a championship again this year. So that'll be another notch on his, accolades record. This is his second back-to-back MVP. And every player that has done that is going to the Hall of Fame or in the Hall of Fame. The only active players that have done that are playing now that definitely will go into the Hall of Fame is, once again, Joker, which is Nikola Jokic, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Giannis. So all of those players, without a doubt, are going to the Hall of Fame. So it's no doubt in my mind that SGA, once his career is said and done, will definitely be joining them. So congratulations to SGA. Great accomplishment. Thunder, keep doing y'all thing. And also, another bonus point for the Thunder. Also, make sure, and I don't care if SGA asks for, like, down the line. Not currently. I'm talking about down the line. I don't care if SGA asks for he could ask for a stake in the franchise, and I don't even think they let players do that anymore. I think Wilt Chamberlain tried to do it. Or wanted to do it back in the day, but I don't even think they let players do this anymore. But if SGA asks for a stake in the Oklahoma City Thunder, I don't care what rules they breaking. I don't care how many tampering fines or whatever y'all get. If SGA asks for it, this is a message to the OKC front office. Y'all better provide it. I don't care what it is. If he go to the front office tomorrow and say, I want a mansion and I don't want to pay for nothing. I want y'all to just buy it. The mansion better be bought by the afternoon. It better be bought by 3:15. Because listen, don't ever y'all didn't let, but y'all Russell Westbrook moved on, which was like the Thunder's rock. Like, that was like their cornerstone for so long. Obviously KD left before that, but Russell Westbrook was the guy that actually carried the show and actually picked the Thunder up after KD left and all of that. Russell Westbrook left. Please, I don't care under any circumstances. I don't care what it is. Do not, Chill is telling you right now, do not, never let SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, don't ever let him walk out that door. Because if you do, not only will your franchise never forgive you, as far as you're probably never winning like this again, but also your fans will the Oklahoma City supporters will never forget that. The fact that y'all let SGA leave at any point in time, the only way where I can see is possible is at the end of his career, and SGA is at the point to where he's like a liability, or not a liability, but not a player that you really can't rely on anymore. He's kind of like a bench guy. And so it's like, okay, well, he kind of wants still minutes, but we don't want to really play him because he's kind of at the end of the road. Okay, if that's the case, yeah, okay, then let him go somewhere else then. But the Clippers are still kicking themselves for the fact that they let SGA leave. And granted, if he would have stayed on the Clippers, I don't think he would have done anything anyway. But because it's just systems, it's how systems work out. I don't think he would have turned into the player that he is now. He needed to go to OKC. But they're still kicking themselves over the fact that they let SGA go. So the Thunder, don't you ever let number 2 walk out that door. Ever. You will never forgive yourselves. But congratulations to SGA on that MVP, man. That's what's up. My guy. Yo, it's me, Chill, from the Chill Report. If y'all watched the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to come back next time. Before you leave, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Become one of the chillest players in the game. And I'm out. Peace.